If you own a home in America, you are probably bleeding money into your own yard right now and you do not even know it. The average homeowner hands lawn crews, landscapers, and watering bills over $4,000 every single year. $4,000. Today, I am handing you 25 cheap tools that pay for themselves and put most of that money back in your pocket. Do not scroll. Number one alone can save you over $600 a year. Let us actually add up what it costs to keep a yard alive in this country. Professional lawn care runs about $600 a year on the low end, and a full service crew can hit $3,000 to $4,000. The big fertilizer and weed programs cost $500 to $900 a year. Trimming your hedges and bushes, $400 to $1,000. Pressure washing the driveway and the house, another $300. Fall leaf cleanup, $200. Tree trimming, $400 per tree. And that is before your summer water bill, which spikes every year from sprinklers running on a timer nobody set right. Add it all up and the typical homeowner is looking at $3,000 to $5,000 a year, money that vanishes the second you let someone else do the work. Here's the good news. Almost every one of those jobs can be done with a tool that costs less than a single visit from a pro. Buy it once, use it for years, and it pays for itself, usually in the very first season. I rank 25 of them, from number 25 up to number 1, smallest saver to biggest. I'm keeping a running total on screen so you can watch the savings stack up. By the end, we are pushing $4,000 a year, and the number one tool saves more than the other 24 combined. So stick around for it. Let us start the countdown. Bulb planter, number 25, and we are starting small. This thing costs $12 to $20. A garden center charges you about $8 for one single potted tulip in spring. For the price of 2 of those, this tool lets you plant 100 bulbs yourself in an afternoon. Tulips, daffodils, even garlic. That is roughly $30 a year you stop handing the nursery, and it pays for itself the very first time you use it. Small? Sure, but every dollar counts, and this is where it starts. Watering wand, number 24, $15 to $25. Most people kill plants 2 ways: too much water or a hard blast from the hose that wrecks the soil and washes seedlings out. A wand gives a soft, even shower and reaches hanging baskets and back rows without soaking the whole patio. You waste less water and you replace fewer dead plants. Call it $35 a year and it pays for itself in about a month. Boring tool, real money. Rain barrel, number 23. $80 to $120. And yes, this one takes a season or 2 to fully pay off. But a single 50-gallon barrel catches the rain off your roof and gives you free water all summer, exactly when your bill spikes. Most homeowners save $40 to $50 a year, more if you garden heavy or live somewhere with watering restrictions. Free water falling out of the sky, and most people just let it run down the driveway. Garden knife, the Hori, number 22. $25 to $40. This one tool replaces a trowel, a weeder, a transplanter, and a small saw. Digging, slicing roots, opening bags of soil, prying weeds out by the taproot, it does all of it. Buying those 4 tools separately runs you $60 easy, and you will reach for this one so often you stop hiring out small planting jobs. About $50 a year, and it pays for itself the first weekend. Soil test kit, number 21, $10 to $30. Here is the trap. People dump fertilizer and lime on their lawn guessing what it needs, and most of it is wrong and just washes away. A 2-minute test tells you exactly what your soil is missing, so you stop buying products you do not need. That alone saves the average homeowner $50 to $60 a year in wasted bags, and a lab test from a pro costs more than the whole kit. Test first, buy second. Stop fertilizing blind. Lawn edger, number 20, $30 to $70 for a manual one. That crisp line between your lawn and the sidewalk is the single thing that makes a yard look professionally maintained, and it is the exact add-on landscapers bill you 50 cents to $1 a foot for. Do it yourself a few times a season and you save around $65 a year while your yard looks like you paid someone. And quick running total. Just 5 tools in, you are already saving about $280 a year. And we have not touched the big ones yet. Leaf rake. Number 19, $15 to $30. I know, it is not exciting, but professional fall cleanup runs $170 to over $400 every single year. A rake and 2 Saturday afternoons handle the same job. Even if you only do half of it yourself, that is $65 back in your pocket, and the rake lasts a decade. The cheapest tool on this whole list with one of the fastest paybacks there is, hand weeder. Number 18, $10 to $25. Weed control programs cost $50 to $125 a visit, and they keep coming back because the weeds do. A stand-up weeder pulls dandelions out, roots and all. No chemicals, no bending over. Skip even a couple of those visits and you save $70 a year. Pull the weed once properly and it does not come back to cost you again. Seed starting tray. Number 17, $10 to $25. A garden center sells you a single tomato seedling for $4 to $6. One packet of seeds costs about $3 and gives you 30 plants. Start them on a windowsill in one of these trays, and you grow a whole garden for the price of 2 store-bought plants. That is $75 a year easy, and far more if you go big on vegetables. The markup on baby plants is insane. Stop paying it. Soaker hose. Number 16, $15 to $35. A regular sprinkler throws half its water onto your driveway and into the air where it just evaporates. A soaker hose drips straight into the roots, using up to 50% less water for the same garden. On a summer water bill that is $80 a year, and your plants are actually healthier for it. Lay it down once, cover it with mulch, and forget about it. Cheapest upgrade your water bill will ever see. Pruning shears, a good pair of bypass pruners. Number 15, $20 to $40. Overgrown, badly cut shrubs die, and replacing one mature bush runs you $50 to $150. Sharp shears let you prune correctly so your plants stay healthy for years, and you skip the landscaper for every small trim. That is around $85 a year in plants you do not replace and trims you do not pay for. Running total check, 15 tools deep, and we are at about $655 a year. And it climbs fast from here. Hose timer, number 14, $20 to $40. Here is where money quietly leaks. A sprinkler left running or watering at noon when it all evaporates before it hits the roots. A simple timer waters early, deep, and shuts itself off. Homeowners routinely overwater by 30 to 50%, so a timer can trim $90 a year off your summer bill and keep your lawn greener doing it. Set it once. It saves you money while you sleep. Wheelbarrow. Number 13, $60 to $150. This is the tool that makes every other job on this list possible. Hauling mulch, soil, and debris by hand is exactly why people give up and hire it out. And here is a hidden one. A yard of mulch delivered and spread by a crew costs way more than buying it in bulk and moving it yourself. Do your own hauling and you save around $100 a year, easily more on a big mulch job. Pays for itself in one delivery you never pay for. Loppers, the long-handled cutters. Number 12, $25 to $50. These cut branches up to 2 inches thick, the stuff that is too big for shears and too small to call a tree service for. Tree and branch trimming starts at $400 per tree from a pro. Handle your own light limbs and storm cleanup, and you save well over $100 a year, and you are not waiting a week for someone to finally show up. Buy them once, use them for 15 years. String trimmer, weed eater, whatever you call it. Number 11, $50 to $120. Mowing gets the open grass, but the edges, the fence lines, and around the trees are what separate a tidy yard from a sloppy one. And it is exactly what crews charge extra to clean up. A trimmer does all of it in 10 minutes. That's around $120 a year you stop paying for trim and edge add-ons. Battery models are cheap now, no gas to mess with. No excuse left. Compost bin. Number 10, and now we are into the heavy hitters. $40 to $120, or build one for free. Two things happen here. One, your kitchen scraps and yard clippings turn into rich soil, so you stop buying bags of compost and fertilizer at $5 to $10 a pop. Two, you stop paying for yard waste pickup, and you grow healthier plants you are not replacing. That is around $140 a year, every year, out of garbage you were throwing away. Running total, 10 tools in, and you are now saving over $1,200 a year. And the top 9 are the big ones. Drip irrigation kit. Number 9, $30 to $80 for a starter setup. This is the soaker hose's smarter big brother. Little emitters that drop water exactly where each plant needs it on a timer with almost zero waste. Installing one professionally costs hundreds. A DIY kit snaps together in an afternoon and cuts your garden water use by up to half. On a summer bill that's $150 a year, and your vegetables and flowers thrive because they are watered consistently. Set it and forget it. Your wallet and your plants both win. Lawn aerator. Number 8, a manual or spike aerator runs $30 to $80. Compacted soil is the reason people pour money into fertilizer and water that just runs off and does nothing. Aerating once a year lets it all soak in, and a pro charges around $175 per visit to do exactly that. Do it yourself, and you save $160 a year while your lawn finally uses the products you are already buying. It is the cheapest way to fix a sad lawn without spending more on the lawn. Pole saw. Number 7, and this is the one nobody expects to save them real money, $80 to $150. Those high branches scraping your roof or hanging over the driveway? Tree services charge $400 to $900 per tree to deal with them. A pole saw lets you safely cut anything you can reach from the ground yourself. Handle your own routine limb trimming, and you save over $200 a year, and you prevent the storm damage that costs thousands. One tool, one afternoon, hundreds of dollars you keep. Broadcast spreader, number 6, $40 to $80. Those lawn treatment programs from the big national companies cost $500 to $900 a year, and all they are really doing is pushing a spreader across your grass 4 times a season. The fertilizer and seed cost a fraction of that. Buy your own products, run the spreader yourself, and you keep $230 a year, easily more if you are on a premium plan. Same green lawn, none of the contract. You are paying mostly for the walk. Leaf blower. Number 5, $50 to $150. This thing earns its keep all year long. Fall leaves, grass clippings off the driveway, clearing gutters, the garage, even light snow. Professional fall and yard cleanup runs $200 to over $400 a season, and crews are in and out in 20 minutes with one of these. You can do the exact same thing. That is around $240 a year, and a battery blower lasts a decade. Running total, and brace yourself. 5 tools from the top, you are now saving over $2,200 a year. The final 4 are where it gets serious. Pressure washer. Number 4, $100 to $300. Look at what people pay to rent this job out. Pressure washing a driveway is about $200. A house is $300. A deck is $200 to $400, and most homeowners do all 3. That is $600 to $800 a year handed to a guy with a machine you could just own. Buy one once and you handle the driveway, the siding, the fence, the patio, and the deck every year for free. Conservatively, $280 a year. Realistically, a lot more. It pays for itself the very first time you do not pick up the phone. Hedge trimmer. Number 3. $50 to $150. Hiring out hedge and bush trimming costs $400 to $1,000 a year. It is the single most overpaid job in the average yard. and it is genuinely easy to do yourself. An electric trimmer turns an all-day chore into 20 minutes, 2 or 3 times a season. Do it yourself and you keep around $340 a year, and your hedges look sharper because you can touch them up whenever you want instead of waiting on a crew. This is the one people kick themselves for not buying years sooner: garden tiller or cultivator. Number 2, $100 to $300 or rent one for a single day. Here is why it ranks this high. This is the tool that unlocks growing your own food. Break ground once, build a real vegetable garden, and the numbers get crazy. The National Gardening Association found that an average home garden produces around $600 of food off about $70 of seeds and supplies. Conservatively, that is $480 a year in groceries you stop buying. Fresh, organic, right off your own back step. Tomatoes, peppers, herbs, greens. The tiller pays for itself in one season, and the garden pays you back every single year after that. And number 1, the tool that saves more than the other 24 combined, the lawnmower. $150 to $400 for a solid push or battery mower. This is the big one, because mowing is the job people pay for the most. Professional mowing runs $40 to $150 per visit, and during the season that is every single week, 25 to 30 visits a year. Even at the low end, that is $650 a year, and for a lot of homeowners, it is well over $1,000. Buy a mower once, mow your own lawn, and that entire bill simply disappears. It pays for itself in about 4 cuts, then saves you hundreds every year for the next decade. If you do nothing else on this list, do this one. It is the single biggest leak in your yard budget and the easiest one to plug. So let us total it all up. 25 tools. 5. Add every one of them together, and the average American homeowner saves right around $4,000 a year. And that is the conservative math. Most of these tools cost less than a single visit from the pro they replace, and they last for years. The number 1 tool, the mower, wipes out the biggest bill in your yard by itself, just like I promised at the start. You do not have to buy all 25 tomorrow. Start with the one that matches the biggest check you are writing right now, mowing, hedges, or watering, and let it pay for itself before you grab the next. Here is my question for the comments. Which yard job are you still paying someone